Picture this, you've been living in a desert all your life and recently became a slave due to a little pod racing incident. Now you're owned by this flying blue bag of filth and you still live in a desert, and you only got like 2 friends you can trust. Despite this, you dream of an eventual escape, not just from slavery, but from this planet as a whole. One day, you express this dream to an angel, or, well, a really beautiful girl, and you leave it at that, going about your day. Though you run into this girl along with her group again shortly after this, and you take the first opportunity you can to impress the girl, standing up for and protecting one of her companions, Jar Jar Binks, from confrontation with this weird-looking sumbitch, Sebulba. You then offer shelter to her group for an oncoming storm, and the group obliges, following you to your humble abode. After reaching your home and giving a little tour, showing off your droids and such to the girl, Padme, you sit down with her group and your mother for dinner, and you realize that the older man sitting before you is a Jedi Knight, a strong fighter with mystical powers and a badass weapon, the lightsaber. The man tells you he's trying to get to Coruscant but doesn't have the means to do so, but you know exactly how to help him. Pod racing. There's gonna be a pod race tomorrow, in fact, and you're one hell of a racer, so you offer to race under the man's name, and give him the winnings. And your mother even agrees to this plan despite your own unfortunate circumstances. Just after this, you're confronted by Mr. Flying Blue Ballsack Man, and the Jedi, Qui-Gon, makes a deal with the uncircumcised mass of flesh, betting in a way that practically forces the dilapidated blueberry to play along. You don't quite understand the bet at first, but you trust the Jedi, so you get quick to work on your speeder, souping up that bad boy the best you can for the race ahead, while Qui-Gon chats with your mom. Jar Jar attempts to help you, but kinda just bumbles around for a bit, menacingly. Eventually, nightfall comes, and you're satisfied with the work done to your speeder, so Qui-Gon cleans up a little scratch you got, taking a small blood sample along the way, and you head off to bed, ready to race, ready to win. You're gonna help this Jedi. You're gonna escape this planet, and you're gonna do great things, god damn it. You are Anakin Skywalker, and nothing can get in the way of what you want. After literally fucking obliterating your opponents, you've won. Qui-Gon, Padme, and Jar Jar got the help they needed. But that's not all. It turns out that Qui-Gon made another deal with the gold-digging blue gremlin. He was able to make a bid for your freedom. You aren't a slave anymore. And it still ain't over yet, kid, cause Qui-Gon done gonna wanna train you to be a Jedi too. You're gonna go with him in his spaceship, meet the other Jedi at the Jedi Temple, and go on all of the adventures you've ever dreamed of. So, you start packing, and you say your goodbyes, making a promise to your mother. You will return, and you'll free her too. But she tells you not to worry, and for you to never look back. So, with that, you set off with Qui-Gon to his ship. But as you near the ship, Qui-Gon and yourself are ambushed by a man with a lightsaber. He seems strong, but he can't be a Jedi if he's attacking Qui-Gon. Nonetheless, you jump aboard the ship, and another Jedi on board takes flight as Qui-Gon jumps on, narrowly escaping the attacker. You then thank and introduce yourself to the other Jedi, Obi-Wan, and get comfortable within the ship, speaking to Padme once more. Eventually, the ship lands, and the queen that the Jedi were apparently escorting speaks to some old, wrinkly government guy, and they get down to business, talking politics and shit. Luckily for you, you're a fart-ass little kid, and you don't have to listen to all that yawn, snore, boring bullcrap, so you just hang out with Jar Jar and learn the menacing ways of the dark side of incompetence and low intelligence. Eventually, you meet with the Jedi Council, and they start giving you some mental tests, but all you can focus on is how much you'll miss your mother. But one of the masters, Master Yoda, tells you that this fear is dangerous. Fear can lead to anger, and anger can lead to hate, and hate leads to the dark side of the Force, the dark side of the abilities you'll soon tap into. You're then sent away for now, but you're not at all dissuaded, and the Jedi Council is clearly interested in what you could become, the power you might wield. When you return to the Council, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon join you, and the Council refuses you at first. They say you're too old, but Qui-Gon insists upon it. He says that you are the chosen one, the one meant to bring balance to the Force. Qui-Gon offers to train you himself despite already having a Padawan in Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan insists that he's ready for the proper Jedi trials to end his run as a Padawan. The Council considers this for a moment, but they don't give a definite answer just yet. The council just informed Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan to go on a mission to discover a secret about the Sith. Whatever the fuck a Sith is. You also heard Master Yoda mention something about midichlorians, or mitochondria, or whatever the fuck he said. Before setting off with Qui-Gon, you inquire about the mitochondria, and he explains it to you. Yes, they are, in fact, called midichlorians, and they're a microscopic being that lives within every life form, a being that guides one's connection to the Force. A higher midichlorian count means a higher connection to the Force, and vice versa. You then depart from the Jedi for now and hop on a ship with these two pilots, admiring the design of the ship and the way the pilots control it. When you land, you travel with the Queen, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Padme, and a shit ton of bodyguards. Just a big old party in the woods, basically. Though just as the Naboo Queen is about to speak with the Gungan leader you'd all come to make an alliance with, Padme steps forward, and she reveals that this entire time, she's been the Queen, and the weird-looking clown lady was just a decoy, her bodyguard. Queen Padme then says all the right things, and has the Gungan leader at her whim, meaning the Jedi now have the entire Gungan army on their side for an oncoming conflict. Padme then discusses tactics and strategies with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and the Gungan leader as you stare blankly at the four of them. Just no life in those eyes.
Like a doll's eye.
Regardless, soon after this, an army of battle droids begin attacking your location, and the blaster fire separates you from the group, forcing you to hop into a piss-yellow ship with this rust bucket of an R2 unit. The blaster fire eventually ceases, and your side is won, for now. Qui-Gon instructs you to stay in the cockpit as he continues on with the group, but before they can, the dark side user from before returns and attacks. So, you do just what Qui-Gon asked of you. You stay in the cockpit. Only, you just so happen to be in space now. Whoopsies! You take off as Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon fight with the Sith Lord, taking the ship around town and witnessing the deaths of several other pilots as you do some barrel rolls and yell at the R2 unit, flying your pissmobile straight to victory. Nothing can get in the way of what you want, Anakin Skywalker.
Now this is pod racing.
After absolutely murdering your opponents, you return to Qui-Gon. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, he's dead. You return to Obi-Wan Kenobi and Padme as they speak about boring politics again, so you just stare blankly once more with those plastic, empty eyes. Kenobi is then named as your master, and he's to train you in the ways of the Force. He's to train you to be a Jedi. You then attend Qui-Gon's funeral and spend the next several years training under Obi-Wan Kenobi, going on missions, becoming one with the Force, and you change drastically over this time. You see, no longer are you a pod racing, droid abusing, snot-nosed little shit. Now, oh boy, now you're a full-fledged ship-flying, saber-wielding, snot-nosed, moody teen with a rat tail and a big old dislike for sand.
It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
You stand in an elevator on Coruscant with Master Kenobi, an elevator that's taking you straight to Padme, the queen you've not seen in 10 years. Master Kenobi tries to ease your mind, but all you can focus on are your thoughts of Padme. Will she remember you? Will she be just as beautiful as the last time you saw her? Will you get your dick wet? All of these questions flood your thoughts as the elevator nears its destination. Though, when it finally does, you're greeted by a sight more beautiful than any man could ever imagine. After the powerful and wise Jar Jar greets Master Kenobi, he leads the two of you to the next room, and you finally see her, Natalie Portman. And she looks just as wonderful as you remember. Not quite as wonderful as Jar Jar, mind you, but a close second. Padme greets Kenobi, then looks to you, and she recognizes you almost immediately. The two of you then exchange a quick, totally natural bit of dialogue before getting to business. Padme's got an assassin, and she wants to know what dumb sumbitch is trying to kill her. So, you, without hesitation, oblige, though Obi-Wan quickly shuts down this notion and instructs you that the Council only has the pair of you on security duty for Senator Padme, nothing more. You want to argue more, but you know you should just shut the fuck up, so you do just that. Kenobi's probably right, you're just a bit overwhelmed by your feelings for Padme. So, Kenobi and yourself get straight to work like the good old security Jedi you are. You patrol the halls, check the cameras, and secretly talk to Padme behind Obi-Wan's back. Padme reveals a plan to use herself as bait in order to lure out her killer, and you go along with it. I mean, who cares what the Council ordered you to do, because, I mean, if you just do what Padme says, then maybe, just maybe, you might possibly, perhaps, get your Padawan PP doused in Natalie Portman, dude. And this is like fucking early 20s Natalie Portman, bro. Like, dude, like, get the fuck in there, mannequin. Anyways, you divulge Padme's plan to Kenobi, and he begrudgingly goes along with it. So you get right back to waiting, and talking with Obi-Wan about politics, getting laid, and more politics. Until, finally, some gosh danged action happens. Kenobi and you rush towards a disturbance you both sensed, and you go straight to Padme's room where she lies asleep. And there's a couple of big, centipede-looking bug thingies crawling on her. So you pull out your lightsaber and do a move way too damn cool for such a mundane threat. But hey, like I said, it was cool, so... regardless, Obi-Wan spots a drone hovering just outside of Padme's window, and he assumes the drone must have been used to set those deadly, centipedes on Padme, so he hurls himself through the glass window like a madman and rides the drone around while you run outside to chase after him in a speeder. Obi-Wan is then shot down from the drone and you catch him in your newly stolen speeder, where you then go full speed ahead in pursuit of the shooter. Thanks to some clever maneuvers on the shooter's part, they seem to have eluded you, or at least that's what Master Obi-Wan thinks as he scolds you a bit, but you're literally that fucking guy, and you know exactly where the shooter is. So, to prove a point, you just Leroy Jenkins yourself into oblivion, jumping out of the speeder and falling like, I don't know, man, a mile? You then use the Force to negate some fall damage as you land on the shooter's speeder, perfectly timed. The sniper does some barrel rolls, shoots at you, and flies fast as shit, but you still cling on and cause the shooter to crash. With no other options, the attacker flees on foot, and you follow suit. Though, just before you enter the building you saw her enter, Master Kenobi stops you and hands you your lightsaber. You hadn't even noticed that you didn't have it. Whatever. You and Kenobi then search the bar for the assassin. Or, well, you search the bar and Kenobi gets a drink. As you search, the assassin tries to sneak up on Obi-Wan, but your master doesn't have the rank of master for nothing. Hence, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you go to Kenobi's aid and interrogate the shooter, where you find out that she was indeed hired to kill Senator Padme, but just before you can tell who hired her, she's shot by a toxic dart that turns her into a literal animorph and kills her. And all you know now is there was a different bounty hunter that sent her. So, you inform the Jedi Council of what transpired. They listen closely, intently, and almost all of them get zero speaking lines or screen time as Master Yoda and Master Windu hog all the character development. On the whim of Master Windu, you go to chat it up with Chancellor Palpatine, the same old politics man you saw when you were but a wee boy. You speak with the Chancellor about how gifted you are, how much of a cool and epic Jedi you are. Overall, Palpatine just strokes that ego like it ain't ever been stroked, and you're getting pretty damn seduced. No red flags in sight. Nope, no sir, not a one. This Palpatine guy just seems like a wise and kind politician with nothing but your best interests in his mind. Anyways, after getting sucked off by Palpatine, you meet with Padme, and you vent your frustrations to her. Kenobi's control over you, how he never listens, blah blah blah, teenage angst this, awkward flirting that. Padme, R2, and yourself then head off to Naboo, where everybody's favorite conversation
I don't like sand.
happens. And lil Anakin, boy oh boy, you did it. You get a kiss from Padme. She stopped it from going any further, but come on, we know you're in there, dude. She's digging on you, man. Like, just keep being the slick, smooth-talking lady killer that you are, and you'll bag this chick for sure. Or you could show off your force powers to her, or like complain about like Obi-Wan a bit more, or yeah, this is a good one. You could talk about your political views, like how you think dictatorships are pretty chill, or like hint towards maybe you should be the one to rule the galaxy, or like dude, just like pretend everything that you just said was a funny haha when Padme gets uncomfortable. Yeah, that's a real fucking panty dropper, bro. I mean, she's laughing, didn't she? But not for long. Later that night, the two of you discuss what's what. She's too focused on her political career, and you're too committed to the Jedi way. Your love would be forbidden, kept secret for years. It would tear you apart. With nothing left to say, you just head off to sleep, alone, or you have a nightmare. Or, no, not a nightmare, a vision. The Force, or something, probably the Force, shows you a vision of your mother in pain, screaming for help. This vision haunts you to your core, so you trauma dump to Padme and fast travel straight to Tatooine together in order to save Mommy Skywalker. You go straight to the fat-nosed Squidward wannabe that used to own the two of you, but he claims to have sold your mother to someone else. Though, luckily, the now homeless slave owner tips you off to the location she might be, so you fly straight there, hop out of your ship, and greet the GOAT, C-3PO. You're then informed by Mama Skywalker's new family that she was taken by Tusken Raiders. She's been gone for a month, and they've lost all hope. They just accept that she's dead. Even your half-brother thinks so. But you don't believe it. You can't believe it. You promised your mother that you'd come back to her. And that's exactly what you're gonna do, goddammit. You are Anakin Big Dick Skywalker, and nothing will stand in the way of what you want. I bet you go ahead and slaughter an entire village of Tuskens, the men, the women, and the children too, and you'll fucking do it again. Someone ever crosses you like this? Ever again? They dead, the kids is dead, and their way of life is exterminated. Anyways, you bring your mother's corpse back to her family, or your family. Kinda your family. I mean, the Jedi are your family, but still, these guys are your family too. It's not like Obi-Wan actually supports you, right? He just holds you back. He just ignores your advice, your strength. You're the chosen one, right? You vent to Padme about all you're feeling, and the senator helps you calm down a bit, and you hold a funeral for your mother. Say some words before receiving an expedition dump from Obi-Wan Kenobi via funny hologram. The Jedi Council tells you to stay out of it, but Kenobi is clearly in danger, and he could die. He's like a father to you, and you just lost your mother. You have your issues with the man, but at the end of the day, you love him. So, you rush off to the planet Geonosis with Padme, R2, and 3PO to save your master. Upon your arrival, Padme and yourself are quickly attacked by winged goblin things and heavy machinery, though instead of dying gruesomely, the two of you are captured and might die gruesomely in just a few short moments. So Padme does a 180 on her previous statements, confesses her love to you, and you share a kiss for the second time as the chariot you're chained to moves forward, where you're then chained to a post alongside Obi-Wan in a fucking coliseum. Now, instead of big scary CGI factory equipment killing you, you gotta worry about big scary CGI monsters killing you. But you're kind of like a badass and shit, and like, so is Obi-Wan Kenobi, so you just maneuver the dumb stupid monsters to your whim and use them to break your chains, take out the guards around you, and kill the other monsters. But you're meant to die right here, so Count Dooku, by the way, Count Dooku was behind all of this, Kenobi being kidnapped, Padme's assassin, all of it. This guy right here, former Jedi Master, now possible Sith, Count Dooku. Anyways, got a little sidetracked there with the Dooku lore dump. Anyways, the Colosseum then erupts into a full-blown battleground as a swarm of Jedi flood the arena, lightsabers drawn, ready to tear shit up. And the Jedi do just that. They toss Kenobi his saber and you yours, and you hone your inner Tusken murder moves as you slice and dice your way through a horde of droids. A little chop here, force push there, deflect every now and again, and enjoy the battle. Like, look at Master Windu. He just cut that dude's head clean off. Doubt that'll have any major implications in the future or anything. Nonetheless, the battle rages on, and you seem outnumbered, cornered. Dooku prepares to end it all, but Master Yoda shows up to the party out of the blue with a swarm of clone troopers and a winning attitude. Within seconds, Yoda rallies the clones to land their ships in the arena. You and your companions rush the ships and hop aboard as they soar back to the skies. But the battle isn't over yet. Obi-Wan instructs your pilot to follow after Dooku's speeder. Even after Padme falls from the ship, Obi-Wan insists on his need for you. He needs you to fight Dooku together. So you oblige with anger. You quickly catch up to Dooku and rush the man instantly, but Dooku just pulls out some casual lightning bending and knocks you unconscious for a bit, leaving Kenobi to face him alone. When you regain consciousness, the tables quickly turn as Obi-Wan lay on the ground and you fight Dooku alone, but he proves to be stronger than both of you, and he knocks you out for a second time, after he cuts off your arm. Whoopsie daisies. This time, however, when you awake, Dooku has fled, and Master Yoda is there to save the day yet again, quickly followed by a group of clones, and Padme. Dooku has been stopped for now, but he'll be back, and whoever he works with will be back too. This is all far from over, and there are many adventures still on the horizon, most of which I'll be skipping because I'm not rewatching the Clone Wars unless this video pops the fuck off. So, we'll just say, you marry Padme in secret, get a cool robo replacement arm, you train a Padawan of your own for a while, something happens to her, I don't remember what, this guy gets character development, and this guy, and Mace Windu, and Super Saiyan Goku, and your hair doesn't look stupid as hell anymore, and blah 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 blah. Now we're on to Revenge of the Sith, the one you've all been waiting for. After all of your wacky and wild misadventures in the hit kid show Star Wars, The Clone Wars, you find yourself in yet another yellow ship with R2, fighting in space. A sort of intergalactic battle, one might say. A Star War, if you will. Droids are blowing the fuck up, clones are dying, and Kenobi is yelling at you. Just another day on the job. After saving Obi-Wan, the two of you, along with R2, go ahead and board the target ship, where you find yourselves face to face with Count Dooku once more, and the Sith Lord has Chancellor Palpatine held captive, and he may intend on killing the great politician. So you hop to his defense with Obi-Wan, and rematch Dooku, a rematch that the former Jedi could have never expected. Obi-Wan has grown more powerful, sure, but you've grown by a substantial amount since Dooku chopped off your arm. So you return the favor and alleviate the count of his hands and his fucking head.
Do it.
After this epic beheading, you free Palpatine, though what you just did, it wasn't right. It wasn't the Jedi way. But Palpatine dissuades that thought and compares Dooku to those who killed your mother. You then brush off the several red flags in Palpatine's words and carry an unconscious Obi-Wan on your back as the ship is destroyed around you. Once Kenobi regains consciousness, the three of you are trapped and captured by a swarm of droids, where you're then brought before General Grievous, the commander of the droid army. He's a lot less intimidating than you expected, but whatever, you have a mission to complete. It's time for a droid-killing, machine-smashing, lightsaber fight. As you commit Star War, General Grievous escapes and the ship is damaged beyond repair, leading to you attempting to pilot what remains. And luckily for you, both the Force and the plot are with you, so you land the ship with 0 casualties. Well, 0 good guy casualties. You then escort Chancellor Palpatine back home and prepare for an upcoming meeting, but not before reuniting with your now pregnant wife, Natalie Portman. The two of you share a room for the night, and you have a horrifying vision. A vision just like the one you'd had before your mother died. Only this time, it's not your mother screaming, it's Padme. You awake in a cold sweat and explain your vision to Padme, explain that you saw her die during childbirth. You both try to reconcile as best you can with that information, but it clouds your mind, your judgment, so you seek Master Yoda's advice, and he explains the importance of accepting loss, the importance of letting go. You understand this sentiment? But it's pretty damn hard to take it to heart. You know that you'd be destroyed if Padme were to die. Despite this, you try to heed Yoda's words as best you can. Luckily, you don't have to think too hard or too long on it, as you have a war meeting to get to, and double lucky that you're irresponsible and showed up right as it ended, so you can just get the cliff notes from Obi-Wan. He tells you that all is going well, though the only issue is that Palpatine may be voted to have even more power than he already has. and he's requested your presence. So you go straight to Daddy Palps, and the politician, being the gracious man he is, offers you the rank of Jedi Master. Palpatine claims that the Council needs you, and the Council clearly does, but they refuse you the rank of Master. They ignore your power, your intelligence. So you lash out for a moment before packing it all back in and taking a seat so you can just whine to Master Kenobi about it after the meeting. And Kenobi doesn't baby you. He tells you that Palpatine isn't to be trusted, and that he is the reason you won't be made Master. The Council doesn't trust him. In fact, they need you to spy on him. Spy on your friend. This isn't the Jedi way, but you agree to it regardless. For Obi-Wan, not for the Council. Honestly, you don't mind it that much. Palpatine's a good guy. He doesn't have anything to hide. This just means you get to hang out with a friend for extended periods of time without the influence of Obi-Wan or the other Jedi. Sounds like a win to me, man. Heck, Palps even tells you that General Grievous is nearing capture, and this war might be at an end soon. Palpatine then goes on to explain his doubts in the Jedi, how they plan to betray him, and you believe it. I mean, you know they don't trust him, and they've got you here spying on him. You're only more empathetic towards the politician now, and less trusting of the Jedi. Hell, the whole Sith thing even sounds a little bit appealing. You sorta kinda understand it now. But the Jedi way is still the way for you. You inform the Jedi Council on General Grievous's position, and they elect to send Obi-Wan after the droid commander, even though Palpatine wanted you to go. Whatever, more work for Master Kenobi, I guess. As Obi-Wan prepares to face Grievous, the two of you say your goodbyes for now, and you apologize to him for some of your actions, and he forgives you instantly, even reaffirms that you'll be a master soon enough. Just give it some time. With that, you wish Kenobi luck, and watch him depart. As your master flies off to risk his life, you can't help but feel empty, lost. You don't feel trusted, you don't feel like a real Jedi, and you don't trust your own thoughts. All you trust nowadays is your love for Padme and her love for you. That's all you can grasp now, the only thing that feels tangible. If that love were tested, you don't know what could happen. The dark and light sides of your soul are at war, just the same as the Star War going on around you. God, you're so fucking deep and edgy right now, dude. Holy fucking... Fuck, anyways. Anyways, despite your super deep dark thoughts raging inside, you still have a job to do. You're still a Jedi for now. So, you go to the next meeting, where you discover that Kenobi has started his attack on Grievous. Master Windu asks you to inform Palpatine of this in order to gauge the Chancellor's reaction. As you talk with Palpatine, you begin to vent to him about your growing frustrations with the Council, the growing secrecy and distrust you feel. All of it. Palpatine listens and offers you comfort. Comfort in the form of the dark side. He pleads for you to use his dark side gifts to save Padme, and you finally realize, after a whole lot of obvious red flags, like seriously man, regardless, you realize that Palpatine was the big bad Sith Lord the entire time, you big dumb idiot. So you draw your lightsaber on the Chancellor, and he continues to plead with you and play at your emotions, though it's not working. Not just yet. You want nothing more than to kill him right now. But you hold off and report him to the Council instead. You inform Master Windu of the truth. The Master then rushes off to confront Palpatine with a few other Jedi, after he instructs you to stay behind. You listen to the Master and wait for his return, but your thoughts consume you. The visions of Padme, your fear for her safety, your anger, your distrust in the Jedi, and yourself. You don't know what to do anymore. You don't know if Palpatine is right or wrong at this point. You don't agree with everything he's done, but you don't necessarily disagree with everything either. So you follow Master Windu and come to Palpatine's aid. You still want to believe in the Jedi. You still really, really want to believe in the Jedi, man. You just need the Chancellor's dark power to save Padme. That's all you need. You plead with Windu to spare Palpatine. Let him stand trial. But Windu is prepared to kill the newly deep-fried Palpy, and you're forced to stop him. Just as Mace Windu swings his blade, you slice his arm off, and Palpatine lightning bends him to oblivion, leaving you completely lost. You've just betrayed the Jedi, killed one of the strongest masters in Jedi history, betrayed the very thing that raised you. You kneel to Palpatine and accept him as your final master. As long as he saves Padme, You'll do what needs to be done. You'll help him eradicate the Jedi and establish order in the galaxy. You'll slaughter anyone who gets in your way. The Jedi never truly believed in you, Obi-Wan never fucking loved you, and those filthy goddamned Tuskens killed your mommy. There's no going back anymore. You're now known as a Sith Lord. And you'll kill the Jedi younglings. You'll go to Mustafar. You'll kill Obi-Wan. You'll shoot up a fucking grocery store, baby. Let's do it. Anakin is dead. And you killed him. And you'll kill anything that so much as looks at you in the wrong way. Stopping this vision, that's all you are now. All you are is Darth Vader. And nothing will stand in your way. Not even Padme herself.
With him! You brought him here to kill me!
No!
Let her go, Anakin! Let her go!
The Jedi have all but fallen now as you stand on the planet Mustafar, and Obi-Wan stands as your final challenge. He's turned Padme against you, and he still sides with the Jedi, despite all they've done. He can't see things the way you see them. By ending the Jedi, you're bringing peace and order to your new empire. Palpatine is the only one who understands now, the only one who can help, and the only one who gets you. So, you battle Obi-Wan, performing the very moves he taught you. The very Youngling Massacre moves you used to slay the Tuskens and Padawans. The two of you battle on the lava planet, going blow for blow, force push for force push. You're clearly too evenly matched in technique alone. Obi-Wan knows every move you have, and you know every move he has. Or, so you thought. But there are a few battles Obi-Wan's had that you haven't seen. Namely, the battle against Darth Maul, the Sith who killed Qui-Gon Jinn. Maul wasn't expecting a jump attack from Kenobi, but Kenobi expects it from you. After a long battle, he pleads with you not to jump. He has the high ground, and he knows how to counter you. You're using all of his moves, after all. Despite this, you don't care. You don't even consider the whole Darth Maul thing. You just jump right in and go for the kill shot. But Obi-Wan was ready for you, and he pulls an Uno reverse. Your master cuts you to pieces, leaving you with nothing but stumps and a metal arm. Kenobi then abandons you to burn. The man you once called a brother, your master, abandons you to burn a horrible death. Though, your friend, your best motherfucking buddy, Chancellor Palpatine, has no intentions of letting you perish. He swoops in and saves your life. Sure, you look like a non-regenerating Deadpool now, but at least you're alive. That is, Vader is alive. You're then brought to a medical facility where droids patch you up and fit you out with mechanical limbs in an excruciating process. Your thoughts are flooded with nothing but pain and Padme as the droids do their job. When they finally finish, and a mask is fitted to your head, you lean forward, asking Palpatine 3 simple questions. Where is Padme? Is she safe? Is she alright? Though, it seems, in your anger, you killed her. But you couldn't have. You know she was alive. You felt it. She can't be dead. But the Chancellor wouldn't lie about this. He's telling the truth. So with Padme dead, all that you have left is the dark side. Anakin Skywalker truly is no more. All that remains is Darth. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. If I made you giggle or shit a little bit, then maybe consider leaving a comment, liking the video, and subscribing while you're down there, especially if you want me to post more Star Wars content. Or a part 2 in this same style where I cover Vader's time in the original trilogy. If you want that, then fucking engage with this video and get me deep in the algorithms, ussy bro. You should also go show some love to some of my content creation buddies, Bob and Professor Pockets. Both of them are linked in the description and the pinned comment, so go give them some love. They're both pretty funny and talented guys that deserve it. Like, the song that's about to play here in 10 or so seconds, around there, is one of Pocket's tracks. So if you fuck with it, go follow him and listen to his other shit. Anyways, that's all for me today. Enjoy the song, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, and goodbye. Mwah.
I woke up in the morning feeling glorious. I stepped up to the mic when I rap, they call me notorious. Because you know we from the east side where that glory is. Feeling like a Bronx tale, rapping about my story, bitch. All about the rap, it's like this my niche. Brighten up the cipher, said I want